Ding, you want to call it? Heads? Tails, it's your choice, Ronnie. Okay. Ronnie to break. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, everyone. And what a match we're in for this afternoon at the Barbican. And a pretty good break-off shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wasn't intending to get in behind the green there. Was hoping to get nearer to the cushion, but that will do nicely. Very good two-cushion escape there. Almost putting him back where he was, but there is a chance for Ronnie into the right corner. Needs a good start here against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Played well against Ali Carter, but Ali came storming back at him. Missed that by a long way. Looking forward to this one, Alan.
Oh, you bet. What a match. As Rob Walker said, happy birthday to the birthday boy, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 44 today. Yeah, what a match. And yeah, you're right, then. He played something approaching his best form against Ali Carter. Ding. It was a couple of lapses, but that cue ball that we always talk about it, and we've got good reason to talk about it, because it's the control that he's got is outstanding. It was back to what we expect from him.
Foul. And a miss. Ding Junhui, 4.
There was just a little bit. Ronnie's still in the same position there in case the white's replaced. Ding Junhui has decided he wants to have a go at this red into the left corner. And this is a bit of a tester. Because the black's not available. So he'll have to get back towards the blue. Very good. Oh, how well did he hit that? In fact, he's screwed way past the blue. Always terrific to knock that type of shot in. But look at the action he got on it. Oh, he got into this too much. Needs a big bounce here. Just playing for the red that he's closest to with the cue ball there. This could go wrong. It's a tricky little shot, this. Oh, beautifully played. What a shot that is, by the way. It looked simple, but that took some judging.
$13.
Couldn't quite hold for the black there. So. Perfect angle on the blue now. As you can see, a packed house here at the Barbican Centre for this intriguing match here. And wouldn't it be nice if he could win the
80.
opening frame with this visit?
Night.
pinpoint precision so far, but for that one shot, the second shot off the green.
26.
You see the target 71. But in some ways, in the break building side of things, Ding's
27.
perhaps not as creative as O'Sullivan. But then again, when you think about it, he doesn't really have to be. When he's on form, his cue ball is under the strictest of orders. Brilliant again. All right, it's not the most difficult shot in the world, but it's the way he plays it. It's exactly as played. Push the red into the open. What a start. The first red was out of this world.
35.
Yeah, a lot of players might have put Ronnie back. He decided, but the way he hit the cue ball and the action he got on the white there was terrific. And look where he was placing the white there to leave himself the choice of reds.
42.
Regardless of the scoreline, this is going to be fast and furious this afternoon.
$50. $51.
Doesn't have to worry about any little cannons.
58.
He can score enough with the way the reds are situated to clinch this opening frame.
59.
Still a couple of reds available into the right corner pocket, and he's got an angle to run round onto those. Just one more red and he's going to secure the opening frame with one visit.
66.
Brilliant start.
$73. $74.
Stephen Hendry hinted, didn't he? He's shown signs this week. We're seeing it straight off the first whistle this afternoon. He's not had his trouble to seek in the last couple of years in terms of his form, but
80.
the trodden paths of the past matter not. All that matters is the path he's treading right now, and he looks so sharp.
81.
Just a bit of a slip up there. He tried to develop that red to guarantee the century break. It's going to be a little bit more difficult now. No century break.
81.
What a start for Junhui. Ronnie O'Sullivan missed the red altogether, trying a safety shot, and that was his last shot. It's 1-0 to Ding Junhui.
Thank you. The second frame. Junhui to break.
Yeah, they weren't the only two that were drilling at those two shots. Self and Dennis were. What a start by Ding then. And a good break off. So important, isn't it, against O'Sullivan to get off to a good start. You know, it's not imperative, not for someone of Ding's class, but what a settler.
just okay. Certainly opened the reds up. He pushed one near the left corner, but no path through to that one. Which makes Ding Junhui's safety shot quite awkward with those two reds. The left side of the table quite easy to cannon into one of those. I have to give this a little bit of thought, I think. That's very, very tight. I don't think he can pot that. Well, we've had 120 centuries, but there's the best century of the lot. That's Vera Ross from Grimsby, 100 years young, absolutely incredible, and one of the first women police constables in the country. Rob Walker had a chat to her, and she's as bright as a button, and great to have her here at the UK Snooker Championship. Delightful lady. And two very happy gentlemen with her there. This might be a totally different frame to the opening one because of the black going safe. Pink out of commission also at the moment. But they're not only two of the best break builders in the game, two of the finest tactical players as well, Alan.
Yeah, they sure are. They know every inch of the table out there. I'm going to say every 12 feet in length of it, but the table's actually 11 foot 8 inches long from cushion to cushion. And there's another mistake.
And look what happened there, Alan, as we show it to you again. It's freed the pink, believe it or not, into the right corner. I think the pink at the moment's tied up. Watch what happens here. Just flicks the pink out. Doesn't have to play for the pink here, but we know it is available.
One.
Stephen Hendry also alluded to
Six.
Ding Junhui with his head. He very rarely moves his head still as you could possibly keep it, even on a forcing shot.
7.
Something else in Ding's technique, when he delivers through this type of shot, he leaves the tip of the cue on the bed. Some players scoop at it. Watch the tip of the cue here, it'll land on the bed. See? He keeps it down nice and low. Some players go through and they almost scoop at it. That's partly why his cue ball control when he's playing little stun and screw shots is exceptional. You see it here again. See?
13.
Tip of the cue just laying on the bed. Beautiful.
Yeah, there's an example of that. And as I said, the pink was developed with Ronnie's misjudged safety. Well, I said I thought it might be a bit of a
19.
scrappy frame with the black going safe and the pink tied up. That's not the case now. think he's just got a little bit of angle to come back across the table. There's reds available into the right corner. Yeah. Just had enough angle to do that with topspin and a little touch of right-hand side.
25.
This little shot here looks a nothing shot, but he's trying to finish just low, straight in the pink. And it ain't easy. See, the cue ball's going to go towards the pink. See if he can get just low.
26.
See, perfect again. Half an ounce too much and you lose the cue ball. Half an ounce the other way and you land straight. And work to do. There it is again. Nice and soft through the cue ball.
32.
Yeah, it's finished a little awkward on the one just to the left of the pink, so it's the other red and up for the blue again.
$33.
Any more pace and that would have stayed out. Didn't expect that one to drop in.
$38.
Now it's important here he doesn't cannon the red on the way through. Red next to the cue ball I was
39.
talking about. Now is he on the pink? Seems quite happy with it. So he wanted to keep the pink on the black spot for the time being. He's just checking the pink spot. Looks like it's covered. For the first time in the break then, he's really got quite a bit to do with this cue ball. Can't avoid a cannon of some kind on red or possibly the black. It's maybe a calculated risk. Deep screw. For once it's gone wrong. He does have a red though at the far corner.
That's
45.
important if he, mind you, it's a funny little angle he's finished on that red up into the corner. It'd be a free shot because he could finish on the pink and wouldn't leave anything easy, but it's not quite straight.
The thing with this shot on these tables, usually depending on the pace you play it, if it drifts at all, it drifts to the right. He's played it nice and firm. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
46.
Boy, oh boy, his eye is in today.
Let's see if the cannon works out better this time. Not quite, that might be the end of break. The only possible pot as we show you the
52.
cannon just catching the red too thin. This one next to the black will pot. If he knocks this in, well, that'll be a couple of extremely unbelievable pots. No.
Junhui.
But nevertheless,
52.
he's got a good cue ball by the looks of things. He's been very fortunate. He's going the wrong side of this red.
Foul. Gonna miss. Junhui 4.
Now, if the red's touching the cushion, he might take this on. If it's away from the cushion, he'll have it replaced. So it must have been slightly off the cushion there. And Ronnie O'Sullivan hasn't had a look at any type of pot yet.
Let's have a look at that, Ronnie.
claws, but I think he may have left this red for the middle pocket.
One.
He's just getting through the ball so well. The cue action at the moment is perfection, it has to be said. Can he keep this going? I think he can miss the black here. Maybe cannon. You see the red that's nearest to him as he leans across the table. If he could cannon onto that one, he'd leave the other one nicely on. Doesn't have to do. He might be able to miss the black here and get to the 3 reds, which he could. He's still on that one that I mentioned, that's near the left corner pocket, but boy, is he playing well.
8.
As you can see,
14.
required already.
$15.
Well, this packed Barbican crowd don't know what Ronnie O'Sullivan's playing like, because he hasn't had a shot at anything. Yeah, Ronnie
21.
Ronnie said if Ding plays well, he could beat him. Well, I'll tell you what, he's playing well. Doesn't matter about that. That was a bit tight.
21 and the frame.
Ronnie stays in his seat, and what another frame for Ding Junhui. Virtually won it with one visit. It's 2-0 to the man from China.
Yeah, Ronnie O'Sullivan 2-0 behind then. Hasn't troubled the scorers. Ding Junhui has been exemplary in all departments. The thing about it, when he's playing well, Ding, and he gets in front of someone like O'Sullivan, he won't take his foot off the gas. He'll press on. Oh, there's a brilliant shot. That is absolute quality. He's in the mood today, no doubt about it. Now, half chance. Ronnie has to get close to this. Doesn't want to miss it thick. Yeah, got the wrong red. What damage, if any? Well, the red's over the corner. Hasn't settled. I think he was that busy, mindful of not to be thick on the red he was trying to hit. He didn't even consider the cannon, the other one. Now, half chance again. Good shot.
1.
Good cue ball. Okay, the wrong side of the blue. Pink maybe an option. No.
Yeah, they're all sort of covering each other at the moment, so having to plan out a route here to the reds with stun and right hand side. Here it goes too much. He got far too much side on it.
$6.
Just too much right hand striking there, which gives him extra spin.
Ding Junhui 6.
He needs a really good safety shot, Ronnie O'Sullivan here, to try and create an opening for himself, because at the moment He's not getting a shot at anything.
Yeah, he picks and chooses his schedule these days, Ronnie, doesn't he? This is actually only his 6th outing of the season. 6th tournament. They've not all been ranking events.
That was a good shot there, but the flick on the green has left a gap down this right-hand side of the table. Got to be careful he doesn't push a red over the pocket. There is a couple of reds that'll pot into the left corner, and there's a path round the back of the black, but when you've been frozen out for a couple of frames, these are not easy. Well, this is far from easy, this red he's taking on. And look where the red's come up the table, and an early opportunity for Junhui. He needs something a bit easier than this to get him going. Needs to pull up. I think he's just okay. The only problem is the pink's tied up and the black will be tied up when he pots it, so just looking at the black spot area to see what he can do with it.
Played the cannon. Oh, good shot. That is a brilliant shot. It didn't look it, but to get both reds out of the black, the line of the black spot was awesome. That was fabulous. Now, this is the key shot, considering his cue ball control and the way he's been scoring. Plays this properly. Another very good chance. Just positionally, it's a wee bit tricky. He's got to drop this slowly. Oh, perfect.
No.
That's a couple of times he's done that. In the other frame, the black was tied up, and with one delicate little cannon, he brought it into play. He's done exactly the same again here. We always have a discussion, and we talk about which is the more difficult game, snooker or golf, because a lot of the snooker players are keen golfers, and the reason I think this game is tougher simply because of what's happening here. You're playing golf, your opponent hits a good shot, you can hit a good shot. At this game, if your opponent's doing this, you've got to sit and watch, you can't do anything about it.
$24. 25.
Just coming up in half an
32.
hour. If you need confirmation of the domination so far
33.
with Ding, there it is, 201 to 0 and counting.
Looking for the 71 points to make it 3-0. This is definitely vintage Ding Junhui. This is the best I've seen him play for a few seasons. He got a kick there, and that's why he's out of position. That's a bit unlucky. Still might have won to the middle pocket, but just watch this here. You can see the black leaving the bed of the table, which spoiled the positional side of the shot there. He would have been perfect on a red for the left corner. And as I mentioned, I think he's still on the one to the middle pocket.
Pressure on it. Leaving a red to the
49.
middle, but once again, not a problem. Once upon a time, you know, Ding Junhui throughout his career, vast majority of the time he struggled when he played Ronnie O'Sullivan. He certainly ain't struggling this afternoon. Guess no one can make you feel inferior without your permission. I think he did feel inferior at times, and you couldn't blame
56.
him, but I think that's all in the past.
That red was so close to
57.
dropping in the middle pocket. He stopped in his tracks, Ding Junhui, but as you can see, it's just hanging over the edge of the pocket. I think
64.
this Barbican crowd are a little bit stunned with this performance from Ding Junhui.
65.
Well, that just confirms the frame.
72.
9 reds, 9 blacks.
73. $78. $79.
He's made 4 centuries so far in this year's Betway UK Championship.
$86. $87.
As Hazel said, this match will be shown back in China. I hate to think how many people will be watching. There'll be
92.
a vast audience, and I'll tell you what, they'll be enjoying this.
93.
This red for the 121st century in this year's UK Championship. Absolutely
100.
brilliant from this Exceptionally talented Chinese player. It's near perfection, Alan, the way he's playing at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a compendium of class. That's what it's been. His cue ball again.
107.
We keep talking about it, but why not? Some of the prettiest snooker I've ever seen from this guy. Brilliant.
110.
Absolutely brilliant he's playing. Yeah, the brown
110 in the frame.
just misses, but
Junhui.
he won't be concerned about that. The dominance continues. Junhui in total control. It's 3-0.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 4, Junhui to break.
Well, that's his first pot of this match, and he's a bit unlucky with the cue ball. Good cueing there, but he's all out attacking here. This is not an easy blue he's going for. That,
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
well, if you talk about playing
Settle
the
down, please. Thank you.
I think they were against Ronnie knocking that blue in under the circumstances, but he's been playing like that. He's a few tournaments, he's just been going for whatever he sees, but that was a tough choice there. Interval coming up after this frame. Ronnie could do with it. 3-1 in the best of 11, not all that bad. 4-0 even for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Would be a bit of a mountain to climb.
Eight. Nine.
Just having a little wander around the table. He's wondering whether to play the glancing kiss off one of the reds, one of the wing ball reds, or go full bore into them. Let's see if he's winding up for this. Yeah, full bore. Is the red going to find a gap through brown and green?
16.
One to the other corner as well. This is a shot that there's a wee bit of pressure in this. He'll field it with Ronnie having taken a liberty in the blue. It almost puts a bit more pressure on you to take advantage. Yeah, there was pressure on that. That was the first time he was asked a serious
16.
question.
Yeah, if the blue had been on his spot, he would have stunned that in and played for the blue, but he tried a delicate little shot to hold for the black. This isn't easy either. He looked at one in the middle of the bunch there, which was a very thin cutback. The one up near the yellow needs terrific cueing. Almost straight. Well played.
5. Six.
Doesn't have to really force this. I think he can play a cannon. If the two reds above the black are available, a cannon onto the left-hand red. It just depends whether they're potable. Yeah, they are. So turning into decent chance this.
13. 14.
And let's see how many you can knock in. Frozen out for 3 frames. How many will he score?
People are forever talking about Ronnie's talent
21.
and titles and all that goes with it. What people don't think about is the hunger that he's got. I find it astonishing. Remember, he won this championship
22.
26 years ago, and he's a defending champion. Think he cares enough? Of course he does. Oh, that's some shot. That's a great shot. Oh, he's lost the cue ball just a fraction, but it goes past the blue.
29.
Far corner. Shouldn't be a worry. He's hungry. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I think part of that enthusiasm is the scheduling that he does. I say just the 6th tournament of the season. This keeps him keen. That's a homer.
30.
No need to go into them just yet, because when he pots this red,
37.
it releases another red for the opposite corner.
38.
But looking at this angle, he'd play the cannon now into the little triangle of reds there. Could have worked out a little bit better. It's a delicate shot
45.
into the right middle pocket now. Good recovery
46.
there. Excellent.
$53.
Just coming up to
54.
43 minutes, and we'll be at the mid-session interval very shortly. It's certainly quick stuff, isn't it?
$61.
Average shot time 18 and 19 seconds.
62. $69.
That's what
70.
he needed to take him to the mid-session interval. He needed to win the frame with one visit, and he's done it.
$77. $78.
Did that look easy? Can he get to the difficult last red? He tried, but it doesn't matter. He did
Ronnie
what he had to
O'Sullivan,
do. He
78.
got one chance,
And the frame.
and he made a fabulous break of 78. He needed it badly, and he goes off to the mid-session interval, trailing Ding Junhui by 3 frames to 1.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 5. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Thank you, Hazel. Yes, on the resumption then. What a first 4 frames we've had. Ding Junhui 3-0 in front. Ronnie hadn't scored a point. Got himself in the match though with that nice 78 break before the interval. There's the match time, just shy of 45 minutes. Average shot time just about as we'd expect from these two.
Wasn't easy, that one, and he hasn't left anything easy for Ronnie. Half chance here. Nearly fluked it, but he's stuck a red up okay. The pink's gone safe, but the black's available into one corner, so
One.
it's not a good chance, this, at the moment. Have to develop a few balls here to somehow get himself onto the black in a few shots' time. This might just open a few more up. And holds his hand up. It looked as if the white was going to run into an awkward spot, and then
6.
the double kiss helped things. He didn't catch that red he intended to, and then that second kiss on the red has worked out nicely. He looked at the possibility of getting into a gap where he'd get the black, but I think up for the blue would be much better.
It's one of those shots, this, isn't it? You're almost better playing for a bulk colour. If you come short, you've still got the blue and played it lovely. Good shot.
7.
Yeah, reds are just covering one another. Probably worth playing a cannon. Just down the right half of the pink spot, I would suggest would be the line. It's one of those cannons, isn't it? You play it with not a lot of pace, you'd be unlucky to lose the cue ball in the right corner. You'd also be very unfortunate not to be on one.
Yeah, that's the shot that Alan's talking about. He doesn't have to play it, but it's not a bad choice. Well, he didn't catch the red that he tried to cannon into.
12. Ding Junhui.
We've had very
12.
few safety shots in this match. It's all been quick fire stuff, and the frame's over with one mistake.
He's interested in a 3-ball plant here. There they are.
And going to go everywhere if he tries this. Well, there's 6 pockets on the table, and if you hit them hard enough, you've always got a chance of finding one. The reds flew all around the table, and one dropped nicely in the middle pocket.
Five.
He's rubbing his back there, Ronnie. He's just having a stretch. I don't know if it's a sudden tweak or whether it's something that he's been carrying.
Six.
The reason he's played for the black there, he's got very little to do with the cue ball with the red over the corner pocket there. And now it's developed into quite a good opportunity, so
13.
that might just have been a timely fluke.
14. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14.
Yeah, I was worried about 3 things there. I was worried about the foul. Good refereeing that by Jan. He was all over it. He was worried about position. And that caused him to take his eye off the pot.
1.
Yeah, it was the shot to get him onto the black that he just hit a little bit harder than he intended, which caused that problem. This was the one here, just a little pacey.
14. Eight. 9. 16.
'Considering he had half a dozen loose reds there, Ding, that was for him quite a poor shot. Recovery needed. I have to raise the butt of the cue. Looks like he's going deep on it, so a little screw off just below the middle pocket. Oh, that's superb.
17.
That is very good. Good shot.
He did well to hold it that much, in fact. He's finished almost straight on the blue. It just looks as if there's a slight angle, but no problem getting to his next red.
Got to
be a little bit careful here. He may try and avoid the pink and come back across for the blue again. Doesn't want to be risking playing a cannon on the pink. thought he might be able to avoid that and get the correct side of the blue. Got quite a bit to do with the cue ball now. Has to be careful of the yellow and the brown. Gone between brown and green, but it's coming up a little bit short.
28.
Key shot coming up.
Okay. 29.
Pretty good with the rest is Ding Junhui. He's potted 5 out of 5 so far.
$36. Ding Junhui, 36.
Well, I don't think anyone seen that coming. 34 in front. That was a pretty comfortable pot. Both players missing balls that they normally wouldn't.
One.
Quick glance at the scoreboard. 35 in front, plus the black. 42. So we need red, colour red, and it'll be 4-1.
No. Come, come. 16. $17.
So Ronnie had a chance to get right back into this frame, but missed that
24.
red that he normally wouldn't miss. He had
25.
a chance there because Ding missed an easy pot, and if Ronnie had punished him, it could have made such a difference.
$32. $32.
Doesn't matter
And
about
frame.
the red. Ronnie stays in
Ding
his
Junhui.
seat, so a couple of chances went a-begging there, and Ding Junhui extends his lead. It's now 4 frames to 1.
Quiet as possible, please. Thank you. Thank you. Frame 6. Ding Junhui to break.
Yeah, the couple of chances that Ronnie had there, I think Ding will be grateful for those couple of early Christmas gifts that he wouldn't have been expecting. So Ronnie 4-1 behind then. As I was saying in the studio, it's not, the alarm bells won't be ringing just yet. But the form that Ding Junhui's in, this afternoon. It's not. He doesn't have to play no miss snooker, Ronnie, but it may be far off it. He's going to get back into the match. He's taken on at least 2 shots today that were, I think, a little questionable. Whether that continues remains to be seen.
Looks as if he's going to take another one on to the right corner here. This is tough. Okay, had an element of safety. It was the only ball he could leave, and he has left a pot at it. I think that was the correct choice of shot there. He would have been on the black, and in form, Ronnie O'Sullivan might have got closer to the pot.
Yeah, that was fair dinkum, wasn't it, going for that one? A bit unlucky to leave this. It's quite a nice shot to play because you're stunning off the side cushion. You're not worried about position as much. But not there, as he left one. Certainly left a long red.
And this is a test because he can hold this for the black, but he's got to cue it very well. Confidence booster if he pulls this off. Played it beautifully. Okay, he's lost the right a little bit.
Six. Seven.
Just coming up to the hour, and we're frame 6. Loose red available for Ronnie here. And then imperative he gets a good angle because there's no other reds potable.
No.
So he can play a little cannon if he gets this where he wants it.
10.
He could cannon the right red there of the 3 at the back of the bunch. Delicate little screw into that. He's played the cannon. And the next shot
17.
probably hadn't got the angle to screw onto the other one there. And
18.
that's opened the reds up. But he's left himself a little pressure black here.
Top shot, that.
25.
Keep it going. It's not the sort of shot I don't think Ronnie enjoys all that much. He likes to be punchy through the
26.
cue ball when he's down and amongst the pink and black. Not the best shot he's ever played either. Considering where the pink was, he could have played or should have played on pink and black. It's another good piece of cueing. Now, does the red go through the gap? I think it does.
33. 34.
A wonderful shot off 2 cushions to get on the black.
41.
Just a couple of errors. That's all there's been in this whole match. Brilliant stuff. Got to get to 68, so he's not that far away. Just
47.
another 21 points would be enough.
Thank you. 54. 55. 60. 61.
It's going to be hard to predict the winner of this match. Okay, it's going to be 4-2 behind, but showing this sort of form, we know that in a matter of 20 minutes or so, he can rattle a few frames
68.
off.
69. 76.
So long past the winning point of this frame. All that
77.
remains to be seen. It's going to complete the ton. No, not this time, but
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 77.
good break at 77.
frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan just leaves the arena. And it was important he won that frame just to re-establish himself, and he has done. He still trails 4-2.
It certainly has, Hazel. It's been magnificent snooker. Not quite over behind the green and near the cushion, so I think Junhui will have a go at this red into the right corner and get around the back of the black. Now where's that red going to finish? That's the question. He hasn't, well, it's a little awkward, I suppose. No problem though. And this is an early chance because look at the reds. You can see at least 5 reds available.
It's the kind of break this where Ronnie would almost, it's almost you
5.
see pictures, you don't see the reds, and it's more patterns that you see. You know, get rid of the first red, the one above the black, and then go from there. You'll already know which red goes in which corner. See, those two both go, so he can play with confidence and gets rid of the one
12.
that he wanted straight away. All patterns down this end.
13. 20. 21.
Playing to get rid of the loose red first. You just leave a wee bit more room to play for the other one next time round. That's
28.
the pattern.
Oops. 29.
Still got that one more red available to him.
$36. 37.
Needs to get into them this time, and they're not a good pack to go into, but he's one of the best in the business at this type of shot. How's your luck, Ronnie? Is there one will go in? I think there is. One to the left of the pink.
44.
But the way he played this, he didn't screw it. It was more of a stun shot.
$45.
This is turning out to be quite some encounter here.
$50. $51.
This break's taken just over, what, 3 minutes and, well, 3.5 minutes at the moment and counting.
$58. $59.
I was talking earlier in this break about the sorting out the puzzle now that he's got all the pieces where he wants them. He just has to complete the task. 59, blue 64, so just another red in colour then.
$64.
Just the one pot available, and he'll have to play with his left hand. He spotted something on the red there.
Yep.
It's Ding Junhui's turn to sit and watch.
$65.
Such an advantage being able to switch hands like that. So any colour above the yellow will leave Ding Junhui leading a snooker.
$68. $69. $76. $77.
Just one, and it wasn't really a mistake that Ding made. He took on a tricky red. Thought he would get it safe if he missed it, but the red come back up the table. I'll just show you
84.
briefly. The red finished up in a
85.
potable position for Ronnie, but everything else has been absolutely superb.
$92. $93.
Unbelievable century break from the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and that's 1,000, believe it or not, and 27 centuries.
101.
Greatest break builder the game has ever seen. What a treat this crowd are being
107.
given here at the Barbican Centre. Fabulous match.
Wow.
Doesn't matter about going in off
Junhui
things,
four.
stays in his seat.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
And the Rocket
107 on the frame.
marches on. He closes the gap to just one frame now. It's 4-3.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 8. Ding Junhui to break.
Yeah, Ronnie just going through the gears from 4-1 to 4-3. But as Stephen rightly said, Ding would have been, well, half expecting it, and in the sense that he knows if he gives Ronnie a chance, he's not going to keep passing them up. So from that side of things, it's not like Ding will be feeling uncomfortable about his own game. You just have to wait for the storm to pass. Against players like O'Sullivan, it will happen for 2, 3, 4, even 5 frame bursts. This is a tough one. Hit it good. And where he could leave the one he's playing. Not really the sort of shot you want to take on. He's looking to see if he can hit it full enough to obviously push the red back down this end. Taking the pot on, you're not playing it with pace, it's across the nap. With side. Yeah, those are so difficult now. Has he found this gap for the outside wing ball, the red and the left? I think he has, you know. All the momentum is with Ronnie.
One.
And that last shot that Ding attempted was something to try and get on the black from a difficult red like that. Especially with the red to the right of the black, it was odds against him, even if he potted the red, getting nicely onto it.
6.
But that also plays a big part in the game, Alan. You know, Ding missed a pot, it came back up the table with him, and Ronnie made that magnificent century. That time, Ronnie had a go, and it went safe. It can make such a difference.
$11.
Yeah, little rubs of the green here and there do make huge differences, but of course the reason they do make a difference is because when they get a rub, they know how to take full advantage.
12.
These fellas. No, that was a stunning shot. Brown's good. The thing with the Brown is, he plays the shot brilliantly around the 3 cushions. He'd probably finish low in the red above the black off it, with a chance of bringing others into the game. See, there he is, he's low on it. And the key shot now.
16. $17.
Could do with getting that red away from the black, the one to the right of it, in a couple of shots' time.
24. $25.
Might be able to do it after the blue, red, black, and then get on that awkward little red. Just a bit of a distraction there where it's sitting. If he gets nicely on the black this time, he can
30.
then play for that red.
31.
I'm not sure if he can hold for it here. Yeah, might be able to.
38. 39.
It's just wonderful stuff. So one more red, but he might, well, is he going to play for the loose red or into them? He's just not sure there. He changed his mind and decided to go into them. And didn't he play it well? Sort of changed his mind when he was down on the shot there.
47.
He's quick. Watch out, there's a rocket about.
Yeah, what a way that was, wasn't it? To
54.
raid the cookie jar. What a shot.
55.
Ploughed through the reds. And in what seems no time at all, he's on the cusp of winning the frame and being all square at 4 apiece. Unbelievable.
You just see now, there's like 15 seconds.
62.
I don't know, it was the last tournament. At
60.
one stage, he was down to 12 seconds average shot time. I mean, that's ridiculous.
$65. 66.
Tells you that the frame is safe, and well, Junhui can't do much about this. It was a very risky pot he took on. Maybe end of break, depending on where that drops, but another wonderful
73.
effort with a frame-winning break. Well, have a look at this.
74.
Well, they're certainly getting their money's worth here out in the crowd with this standard of snooker from
81.
both players.
Yeah, the thing about it is it's almost as if with O'Sullivan
82.
the results are relevant. It's almost like happiness lives in the thrill of creative excellence. That's what it's about for him. And how creative he's been the last 2 or 3 frames. My word, this has been sparkling.
89. 90. 97. 98.
And look at that shot as well. That means he wants to pop the lot. And this for back-to-back centuries. Absolutely sensational stuff from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
104. 106.
4-1 down. And what does he do? 77, and then back-to-back centuries.
109.
And he's used all the
130.
colours. If you look at the break there, he's got yellow, green, brown, blues, pinks, and blacks.
118. 124.
Doesn't matter about the black. I wouldn't put the kettle on. You might miss some of this fabulous snooker. That's another century break. And we're all square at 4 frames each.
Yeah, I'm beginning to feel guilty. I didn't pay for a ticket either. And what a match. What a performance by both players. It's been brilliant. Best of 3 then for a place in tomorrow's quarter-finals. Ding, hand on the table. That's a loose break off from Ronnie. Oh, yes. Considering he's not been at the table very much in the last...
1.
Well, 25 minutes, half hour. It was a stunning pot. Wee bit unlucky to be tight to the side cushion.
I think he can take the blue, you know, and avoid the in-off and drop on a red. Yeah, I don't think it's an in-off. Yeah, there's a couple of reds available into the right corner.
6.
I suppose the only thing, if you sit out for 3 frames against Ronnie O'Sullivan, at least you're not sitting there that long. So you don't lose your rhythm.
Junhui.
Ding just
6.
wilting under the pressure of the onslaught from O'Sullivan. Not saying that was easy, it wasn't. He had to put a lot of... Just trying to pinch the pocket to get on the black. It's not the type of shot that Ding enjoys. He's not a power merchant like O'Sullivan's and Robertson's and a few others. It's catching. Only for the moment, because it won't continue like that, but a little edgy. Yeah, not saying for a second there's anything easy about that, because there's not. So, yeah, it's like quite a good reminder that this game isn't as easy as these guys have made it look today. But this is a test of Ding Junhui's resolve, his bottle, character, everything.
And straight away, just a little bit
8.
pacey there. Just an inch would have made such a difference there. Just a little bit awkward. See, he couldn't do much with that. It was dead straight.
9.
And it escalates when you run slightly out of position. So he needs a good recovery pot here. Well played. Very well played. And now it's a good
16.
chance as we show you that delicate cannon. Kept his eye on the pot. That was the main thing.
$17. Yep.
Still 3 reds available before he has to think about a cannon. How long will he be sitting in his seat? In this frame, that's the question.
$24. $25.
The standard today has been as such that it almost feels like they're
32.
not playing in a match. It's almost like they're two good players in a club having a tear up for the bragging rights.
33.
One good frame after the other. Oh, that's gone half wrong. Still has the blue to the corner. Delicate little shot.
$38.
Better off going back for the blue here. It's a better target to go into the reds from the blue. A little bit of information I just had, Alan. You know, there's only been, how many safety shots? Something like 18 safety shots in the whole match.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of meaning, you know. It's like it's almost don't want to play safe, both of them. It's just they want to get in as quick as possible and clear the table.
39.
Decided on the black to go into the reds. I thought there was a better target from the blue, but he's just looking there. Doesn't want to stick in the back of them. Top spin and a little bit of right hand side. The white will arc into the bunch. And that'll do very nicely. He played that shot so well.
46.
You can see the white arcing there.
47.
So just the one mistake again is proving costly. That's all it takes, the way these players are playing.
Oh, that was a stinker. That's the worst shot he's played today.
54.
Considering the red at the bottom goes to left corner and the one at the top, that was miles away from position. This isn't a bargain, this red with the rest.
It's a must pot, because if he misses it, there'll be a counter-attack. You can be sure of that. He has to watch the middle pocket with the white if he screws back. No, look at this. Look at this.
Ding Junhui, 54.
Yeah, that positional shot he played, must have been disgusted
Settle
with
down,
himself,
thank you.
and that's why he got down and took that difficult one with the rest.
1.
Amazing, just a couple of pots away from stopping the rot and just needing one frame.
Lads in the
8.
studio, quickly. Rightly, we're talking about
No.
the way Ronnie treats things as a challenge. This is another right here. I don't think he even feels the pressure of the situation. It's just... Right, the guy's made a mistake. Now it's time to punish him and hurt him badly, because this will hurt if he goes on to clear.
16.
The pink's handy off this shot. Oh, has he taken his eye off it?
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
That
16.
was one frame and just one shot. That. What a blunder.
Yeah, it was still an easy shot, but he'd left the white a little awkward there near the cushion, but nobody in the Barbican could see that miss coming.
One.
And he's got a lot of support here in this crowd as Ding Junhui. You could hear from the cheers there. So Ronnie O'Sullivan, popular all over the world, but this is a very popular player here also. Just needs one more red.
8.
And he has stopped the rot. Couldn't do anything about the last 3 frames, but he's back in the driving seat. He just need one more.
$14. 15. 22. 23. 30. 31.
Well, not a bad thing to try and clear all the colours. Okay, he's gone a bit
36.
too far for the yellow, so he'll have to go all the way around the table to get to the green. Well, I think he wasn't really too concerned about it, was he?
36. And the frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
Ding
missed the
Junhui.
sitter of the red there. He had a chance to go one frame ahead, but as it is, it's Ding Junhui that takes the frame, and now he needs one more for victory.
In sight for Ding Junhui, as it was 2.5 years ago in that famous match at the Crucible where Ding prevailed 13-10. I think he led 10-5 in that match. Ronnie came back to something like 10-9, and it was 11-10 at one stage as well, but Ding closed it out, won the last 2 frames to get the job done. So we know he can do it against O'Sullivan. It's all right, he's got quite a poor record against him. Oh, he's got first chance too.
Even the great Ronnie O'Sullivan, I think,
Quietly,
is still
please.
thinking about that last frame and the red that he missed.
One.
And it's a good chance as well, because there's plenty of loose reds available. As he pots this, he's going to release another red for the right corner, and when he pots that, it will release another red. So they're all clearing each other as he pots them. Once this one is removed, the one to the right, the back of the bunch will be available. So it's a good chance.
$17.
It's that old pattern again. It's one of those situations. Which way do I want to go about it? Yeah. The red at the bottom, you finish low in it, you can bring others into play. Is this the time to do that? Or do I just go straight or high and build? He's gone for straight or high, so he's just happy to build for the time being.
24. $25.
Power shot coming up then, screwing across the other side of the table on and off the cushion. I'm going to play for the other loose one, so not bad. Could have done with the cue ball 2 or 3 more inches into the table.
$33.
Yeah, there's still 2 more reds available, the one next to the blue and the one just to the left of the pack of reds.
Brown.
Can get nicely onto the black off this one.
37. $38.
It's been quite an amazing match, this. Oh. Is there another twist? Or is this player going to get himself to the winning line with this opportunity?
The last of the loose reds then. We're coming to the business end of this break. The next shot, this next shot
45.
is going to determine whether he's going to have a chance to win the frame at this visit. Screw off the bunch. You'd expect at least a couple of reds in the open off it. No, sir. No, 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 sir.
45.
Was that tension? I'd suggest it was.
was some choice of shot to take the double on, split the reds, try and get on the black. Let's detect a little bit of a smile there, but that was an amazing choice of shot there. Yeah, tried the double, tried to split the reds. He played that pot, but he had a lot of safety at the back of his mind also. He is sort of smiling a little bit, Ronnie, so I mean, if he gets half a chance, he's going to go for it. I mean, 45 points behind, but the way the table's situated, he could quite easily get back into this frame and take us to a decider.
And Ding will have got that message loud and clear that Ronnie's prepared to take on virtually anything. So he's happy to leave the cue ball down this end. He's actually hoping Ronnie takes something on. Oh, I can't believe he's looking at the red to left middle, surely.
Wow, he is. He is.
Well, sorry, Ding. Will Ding's gamble pay off? Yes. It's a chance.
Couple of choices of shot there that were quite amazing. The off with this, that helps that it's just ran past that red, otherwise it would have been very difficult. He still has to bridge over a couple of reds. That was a better shot than it looked.
Yeah.
They played each other 16 times, and Ronnie leads 13-3, but this one is definitely slipping away.
Eight.
Creeping closer
14.
to the winning line.
$15.
Yes, I think that is the end now, with two reds available after the pink. But a couple of shots that Ronnie decided to have a go at, I feel
21.
were the wrong decision.
$22.
Yeah, quick fire stuff. Just over an hour and 40 minutes. So that black, and it looks very much like Ding
29.
Junhui is going to go into tomorrow's quarter-final and play against his compatriot Liang Wenbo.
30.
And the favourites are falling here at the Barbican. But take nothing away from this performance from Ding Junhui. It's been excellent.
37. 37. Penny
And
match.
Ronnie comes forward with a big smile to congratulate Ding Junhui. He did play very well, but Ronnie was excellent also. It was a great match to watch. A couple of shots that I think Ronnie shouldn't have went for, but in the end, a very popular winner. Ding Junhui defeats Ronnie O'Sullivan by 6 frames to 4.
Stephen Hendry.
Well, I said when Ronnie got to 4-4 that Ding he'd got in cheaply. Ding had let him in cheaply. It reversed. Ronnie missed a long ball. I think at 4-4 off the break-off, let Ding in, and then again a couple of shots that you could question in that previous frame that kind of handed it to Ding on a plate really at the end.
Yeah, and in fact there was one in particular that we were intrigued about, the double that Ronnie tried when he was 45 behind.
It was a weird shot selection. It was almost as if he wasn't going to graft to get in. He was trying to force his way in. Even the red that he's tried to clip in the middle pocket that's ultimately let Ding in wasn't probably the correct shot to play. But listen, he's been playing that way. He's on the end of the queue. He can do what he likes. But ultimately, those 2 shots have cost him. But it's that counter clearance, the chance of 4-4 he had, where he missed the red in the corner.
Yeah.
For me, that just changed the game there, because he should have cleared up there.
Yeah, and a really tricky shot, that pink to middle for Ding Junhui in that last frame, and that was the foundation of his win in the end.
This is such a horrible shot on the screen. Not that view possibly, but the other view, it looks like it's over the pocket. It's unmissable, but that is such a dodgy shot because you're shaking a bit, because it's match ball virtually. He knew that was virtually match ball. Great shot.
Well done, Ding.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Jimmy,
Very good.
congratulations. Well done.
Well done.
Well done indeed. Fantastic.
He's back.
You're back? Yeah. How do you feel after beating Ronnie today?
Before the match, I feel I want to win today. I don't know what's the game going on, so I know I played good in the last round, so I'm still confident. But Ronnie's played fantastic in that few frames. After winning, this is really big win for me. I can see the works in the practice. It works on the match, so I'm very happy.
But you were brilliant early on. Ronnie didn't actually pot a ball for the first 3 frames. You went 3-0 up. How confident did you feel at that stage, or did you expect him to come back, Junhui?
I know what he's like. So his comeback is on the way, and I played well, and that doesn't miss many balls when he's keep making the breaks.
When it was 4-4 and you've missed the red with the rest, did you think he was going to clear up?
Yeah, I think so. There's not many mistake for Ronnie. There's just a few shots after.
Now, tell me a little bit about your season. You say that this is a really big key moment for you in your season. Does this give you the springboard to go on and really push on this season, do you think, Junhui?
And this season was quite not very confident when I started the season. I played a few Chinese the ranking tournaments, and I missed earlier a few tournaments. And also it's a pressure coming from me because in China it's different, maybe different way from UK. So there's more pressure, and also it's just the start of the season. So it's very bad to me, feeling very bad. But now it's. I'm working a little bit differently in the practice and learn something new. As concentration on other things, we'll be working good.
When you're not in a tournament, do you watch snooker on TV, or do you not watch snooker?
No.
I'm always saying because the last 2-3 years have been very quiet years for you winning. I was thinking if you watch and you maybe get annoyed that everyone else is winning and you should be winning some.
I watch some, not all of them. So
Okay.
I watch the good ones and Judd and Ronnie's. I love to watch them play. And just keep feeling, because even not in the tournament, just want to have a little bit thing.
Junhui, you're a family man now. You're a dad. You've got a beautiful little girl, and I wonder how your life has changed. Has it been difficult to balance your desire to be with your family with to be ambitious as well? Has that been hard balance to strike?
It's been hard in the start of last year when my daughter's born, and it's a more. But it's still missing a lot.
Yeah.
I could see her walking when I playing. I just imagine that he's walking around. So, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, but the ambition is still there. What do you still want to achieve in the game, Junhui? Do you think you still got a long way to do, a lot more to achieve?
Yes, it's a lot of work to do in the practice. Also, it's not many things you can work in a practice and then you can show in the match. This is good things, and I want to keep going on and make sure this is put in my mind and keep working.
Okay. Well, it's very late on television in China right now, but I'm sure there are many millions of people that have watched that and are cheering you on, and they'll be very happy because there's going to be at least one Chinese player in the semi-final because you've got Liang Wenbo in the next round as well. That should be a good match, yeah?
Yes, I think so. He's always playing me in the matches. We always like playing good matches and always go to deciders. Hopefully in this time.
Do you practice with him? Do you practice with him?
Younger, when I'm younger practicing.
Not now.
No. Keep winning.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Junhui, for coming in. It was a great match. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Brilliant quality from the two of you, and we'll see you tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Well played.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Well, let's hear from Ronnie, who was beaten today by Junhui for the first time in 3 years actually, 2017 at the World Championship quarterfinals. He's with Rob just now.
Ronnie, high scoring, high tempo, obviously a match between two players who've got a huge amount of respect for one another. Not the outcome you wanted, but that was a class spectacle.
Do you know what? I'm quite happy with 4 frames, to be honest with you. I was 4-1 down, he hadn't missed the ball, and I was just sitting there thinking, this could be 6-0, 6-1. On my birthday, I'm thinking, couldn't have got any worse. And then I managed to win a few frames, got it back to 4-all, then twitched the red. And then, he played well towards the end, so I've got no complaints, I've enjoyed the tournament, enjoyed the week. The table was fantastic. I thought the table was going to be a bit of a nightmare because I watched some of the other matches and no one was able to make any breaks. So it's just nice that the table's playing well, great crowd, great tournament, sorry to lose.
On that red, it looked like the table was opening up nicely for you, and that would have been an opportunity for you to move ahead 5-4. Just a twitch. Stephen Hendry said maybe a bit of carelessness on that shot. Just one of those things?
Well, I missed a few reds, so if you can...
The one that would have taken you 5-4 up when it was 4-all, and Ding had a miss, and then you were in that red to the left bottom.
I mean, the terrible shot with the black, I'm banging the balls. The balls are absolutely beautiful. You couldn't have placed them any better. I've hit the black, I've come tight on the cushion. I needed to hit it that much harder or softer. Left myself a cutback red. They're always very nasty sort of shots. So, I just kind of messed the positional play up. But, that can happen out there, and it's just the way it goes, But, he held himself together well, and, you have to give Ding some credit for that. And, it was an enjoyable, pleasurable match to be involved in. Just sorry I wasn't able to get the result today.
Why is it, do you think, that you two tend to bring out great snooker in one another? You first played in the Masters back in 2005. It's generally a good match when you two go toe-to-toe.
I don't really know, really. It's just sometimes sausage and mash, they go together, don't they, sometimes, I mean, I was watching the other game, and that looked like a struggle. So, yeah, sometimes its styles sort of complement each other, So, yeah, I'd rather get beat 6-4 in 2 hours than win 6-4 in 6 hours,
You said earlier on in the week that, Ding was on a poor run of form coming here and that, he really did need to start turning things around. Do you think this could be a significant tournament for him? Because it's been a while since the days when he pulled in 13 ranking titles. He's become a father. Is this a key moment for him, do you think, perhaps?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. He'd probably have to I don't know whether he's overachieved, underachieved. Who knows? It's just a funny thing, sport. Nobody knows. Some players come out there and you never think they're going to do much and end up winning much more than you expect. And there's other players that come out there and you think, these are going to be the best things since sliced bread, and don't actually quite do it. So I think it's one of them. You kind of have to assess it at the end of their career or somewhere at some point, but he's still got time on his side. I know he's quite a young, and he's still got a long time. But if I was Ding, I'd want to be kind of picking up silverware pretty soon and trying to get back to winning tournaments, because he's certainly good enough. But being good enough and actually doing it is two completely different things. So yeah, it's just great to watch it unfold sometimes.
Back down south to celebrate your birthday?
No, I'll probably stay here because I've got a couple of things to do and then go home tomorrow. Yeah, so just enjoy the evening here in York.
Have a nice birthday cake. Thanks, Ronnie.
Gracias.